So hello everyone, we are back again with our latest video on SQL tutorial Abikacho by Abikacho Groups. This is the part 1 of SQL Server interview question series, and in this series we are going to discuss about the most asked interview questions. And on this series we will cover all types of SQL interview questions, and we are going to upload daily video for the interview series. Okay, so anyone who is planning for interviews for any data related profiles like SQL developer, database developer, data analyst, data engineer, data scientist can benefit from this series and land to their dream jobs and earn their dream salary. This series is also going to help the absolute beginners who can do a lot of practice by real time organization based scenarios and get a high paying job in the field of data. So now let's move on and check our first question of the series. Okay. So basically here we have three tables. On top of that we have created this series and these questions. So first question set is based on the employee table questions. So now move on to the SSMS and check the employees table, what kind of data we have there, and then we will start solving these questions. Okay. So basically go to our local database. Now expand database. Then here we have already created a database for interview series database questions 2025. Now expand this. And here we have our three tables like employee table, cricket player tables, and then the cities table. Now, first of all, we are going to cover the employees table questions. So select top 1000 rows from here. So see here we have the employee ID, employee name or F name we have mentioned, now department and the salary. Now move on to the question sheets and resolve each of the question one by one. Okay. So first what question is this? So display first three rows from the table. So this is a very simple question. We need to just display the first three rows of the table. Now go to a new query window and select top 3 star from employees table. So this will be your final query for this question, and this is a very simple question that are generally asked at beginner level. Okay, so we are getting the top 3 rows from our table employees. Okay, as you can see here, this is our output. Now move on to the next question. So next what we have, filter employees earning more than 70,000. Okay, so we need the record of all employees who are earning more than 70,000. Now let's move on to SSMS and check the solution for this. I'm also keeping these queries with us. If you need it, then let us know in the comment. We will provide it to you on our Telegram channel. Okay. So second, we have the those employees whose salary is greater than 70,000. So in this particular table, we have only two employees whose salary is greater than 70,000. So we need to get the result of Rahul and Sneha. Now move on and write the query for this. So select star from employees where salary is greater than 70,000. Okay, now execute this and check our output. So we are getting the result of Rahul and Sneha who have greater salary than 70,000. Okay, so this is also a very simple question. Now move on to the next question. So next what we have, calculate average salary per department. Okay, so now here we need to introduce group by concept because we are going to find out the aggregate, which is average salary for each department. Okay, now move on to SSMS and check the output of this particular question. Okay, so now we need average salary each department. So our query will be like select department. First we will write the table name so that the intelligence will start working and we can write the columns name very easily. Okay, so select department, and then we need the average salary as per department. Now for average we have the average function avg and then salary each department as average salary avg salary, and then we need to group our record by department. because as you know we are using aggregate function, then in that scenario we must need to apply those columns which are not in aggregate function to group by clause, okay, so that it can be grouped. And also for our record set we need department wise average salary, so the record is the result set must be grouped by the department, okay. So group by department. Now this is your final query for this particular solution. Execute this. So we are getting department wise average salary. So for finance we have 75,000, HR 60,000, IT 70,000. Okay, so this is clear. Now move on to the next question. So after this what we have, we need to find employee whose name start with A. Okay, so for this we are going to use the wildcard character which is like operator. Okay, now move on to SSMS and check the solution for this. So we need the record of those employee whose name is starting with A. So it is starting with A. Now write a query for this. First check the data what we have. So here we have only Amit record which is starting from A. Okay, now write our query. So select star from employees, where then we need to use the like operator, where name like f underscore name f name like, and then we need the first digit to be A. So for first digit to be A we need to provide the percentile sign modulus sign at the end. So what it is representing, that anything starting with A and ending with anything other than A, or A also, okay, anything after A, but the first digit should be A. Okay, now execute this and check our answer. So Amit record we are getting. So this is clear, those employee whose name is starting with the letter A. So these are very means rare, very asked question in SQL Server interviews. So you need to know the solution of this on tips. Okay. So number 5 question what we have, count the number of employees per department. Okay. So we need the employee count each department wise employee count. Okay. So here also we need to use the group by, because we need to do the aggregation on the number of employees and find the count of employees by department. Okay, so now write down the query for this. So select from employees now select the department name, and we are going to count the employee ID count. So it is always preferential that instead of providing count star or count anything, mention the exact column name, so that your query will be better for performance, as it need to filter out only single column, not multiple columns. Okay, so always use the specific column for the count functions and all. Okay, now department comma count of employee id as employee count department wise employee count, and then we need to group our record by department. Now group by department. Okay, now execute this and check our record. So here we have the employee count by department. So finance has only single employee, HR has 2 employee, IT has 2 employee. Now move on to our data and check. So okay, IT has 2 employee, HR has 2 employee, and finance have 1 employee. Okay, so this is clear. Now move on to the next question. So after this we have add a new column for tax deduction, and tax deduction will be 10% of the salary. So this can be resolved in multiple ways. So basically what the interviewer is wanting from you, so that they can tell you, like for this, if you need to add a new column in the table structure itself, or either you can add a new column at your query level itself. So both of the solution we will take. Okay, now copy this particular question and we will resolve this. So here we have the next question, and comment out this. So add a new column to column for tax deduction. So by query, how we will do this? So we can do like this: select star from employees, and then here directly we will add the column after star, put the comma, select star, comma, and then 10% of the salary. So we need to find out the 10% of salary. So salary into 10 by 100. Okay, percentage formula. So salary into 10, and in bracket we need to put it parenthesis by 100. Okay, as our tax deduction column. Tax deduction. So if they tell you to add up the column in your query itself, not required for the table structure, then you can provide this solution. Okay, so here you can see we have the tax deduction column coming at our select statement, and the taxes are 10% of the salary. And what if they tell you to add this particular tax deduction column in your table structure? So you need to use the alter by command, alter table command. Okay, so alter table, and then table name. So employees table, currently we have only 4 columns. Now we need to add one more column, that is tax deduction. Okay, so copy this and then alter table name, add, then column name. So what will be your column name? Tax deduction. Add column name and then data type of the column, so it is integer. Okay, now like this you will add one column to your table, execute your table. Okay, so we have this tax deduction column added, and now you need to update the value for tax deduction and apply that formula salary into 10 by 100. Okay, so how you will do the update, then table name, update table name, set tax deduction column equals to, we will copy paste the formula salary into 10 by 100. Okay, now execute this update query. So 5 records has been affected. Now check your table. So do a select star from employees. Select star from employees. Okay. Now here our new column has been added, which is tax deduction. So both ways, as per your interviewer, you can resolve this particular question. One, by providing your tax deduction column in your select query also, and other you can add by using alter table statement and then update the value of tax deduction by the formula. Okay, so this is clear. Now move on to the next question. Control R. So next what we have? So next we have the sort employee by salary in descending order. So this is very simple question. We just need to order our order our record by salary in descending order. Okay, so move on to SSMS and check how you will do this. So just you need to write like select star from employees, order by salary, and then descending. Okay, so this is your final query. So this is a very simple question, and these are generally asked for checking your basic skills and all, that basic knowledge how much you have in SQL. And so see here, by descending descending order of salary, our record has been created. Okay, so 80,000 first, 75,000 later, 65,000 later, then 60,000, then 55,000. So this is clear to everyone. Now move on to the next question. So get the second highest salary. So these are basically most asked questions. Get the second highest salary and all. Okay, so how we will do this? So here we need to apply a sub query thing. Okay, so sub query also we can use, and also we can use the derived table. So both we will check here. Okay, so get the second highest salary. So second highest salary, how we will get? So first of all we are going to use the sub query. So select star from, not star, we need only the second highest salary. So select top one. Okay, top one from employees where our salary is less than and then we will add our subquery in parenthesis. So for subquery we have already put a video on our channel, so you can go and check, and you will also find that particular video on our description. So from there also you can check. So where salary is less than, select. So second highest we want, so first highest will be the maximum salary. So select max salary from employees. Okay, so this will provide us the maximum salary, means the top salary, and then we need the second highest salary. So select top one star from employees where salary less than this, and then we need to order our record by descending order. Okay, this will be your final query, order by salary descending. Okay, now this is the one method. By using the subquery we can find out our second highest salary. So here Rahul salary is the second highest. So here you can see 75,000 is the second highest, which is Rahul. So we are getting our output. So this is clear. This is using subquery, and by using derived table also we can use this. So how we can apply the derived table concept? So select top two top two star from employees, order by salary, order by salary descending. So this will provide us the top two salary, means first and second salary. Okay, so Sneha 80,000 first and 75,000 second. So we need the second highest salary. So now you will act this like a derived table. So how we will do? Select top one, star from this particular query, and this will act as our derived table. Now put it inside a parenthesis and mention like a will be our derived table name, and then order our record by order by salary ascending, because we have the top salary as the first salary. Now salary ascending. Okay, now execute this. This will provide us the second highest salary. So both the methods you can use. Okay, now move on to the next question. Comment it out, comment this one also. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So next what we have, get employees who are in the HR or IT department. So basically this is very simple question. So we need to find out those employees who are working in HR or IT department. Copy this question and move on to SSMS. So we need to find out the employees who are working in either HR or IT department. So for this also you can use two operators, like in operator also you can use, or operator also you can use. So how we can use the in operator and or operator, both we will check. So select. So you must know multiple methods of solving the questions while you are giving the interview, so that the interviewer can be covered from all aspects, and he or she cannot be able to target you on any ways. Okay, and you can mark that particular interviewer very fine. Okay, so select star from employees where department in HR comma IT. Okay, so this is how you will use the in operator, HR comma IT. Okay, now execute this and we will get the record of those employees who are in either HR department or IT department. Okay, and also you can apply the or operator here. Okay, so same query you can write like select star from employees where department in department equals to HR or department equals to, copy this, or department equals to IT. Okay, so both ways you can provide the answer to them. Okay, execute this Now here we are getting our record IT and HR. Okay, so this is clear both the ways. Now move on to the next question. So this is very simple question. These are generally asked for from beginners only, and intermediate also can expect these kind of questions to test your basic skills and all. Interviewer can ask these questions. Now 10th question. So find the total salary paid by the company and also display total salary column. Okay, so here basically we are going to use the Windows function, because what is the requirement? So here we need to just paste the question here. So here basically what we need to do, here we need to find out the total salary paid by the company, and also we need to display a column where the total salary is mentioned. Okay, so here we are going to use the over clause. Over clause. Okay, now how over clause is going to work? So over clause basically will provide you a column where the particular value is present. Okay, so how, what total salary? So select total salary paid by the company, select star comma max total salary. So sum we need to find out total salary. For total we need to do the sum, then select star comma sum of salary as total salary from employees. Okay, so what if we will do directly like this? So basically other columns that we are selecting, we need to display all the records with the total salary column. Okay, SALARY total salary column, and by doing this we need to put all the records in group by, because we are performing an aggregate function for single column and not doing anything for the other column. So we need to mention it into group by, but using the order clause. So see, but using the over clause we can achieve this particular task. Okay, so how it works? So sum of salary, and then just put over. So over, what it will do, it don't require you to add the other columns in group by, and it will provide a separate column for total salary. Okay, so see our record. So here we are getting the total salary from the company and other columns also. So employee ID, employee name, department, salary, tax deduction, and also the total salary column. So this is the final query that you need to provide to the interviewer. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. So after this what we have? So find department wise total salary paid by the company. Okay, department wise total salary paid by the company, and order the record based on total salary descending. Okay, so now copy this and move on to SSMS and check how we are going to resolve this particular question. So here also we will need the help of over clause, because we need to provide the total salary column also and order our result by total salary column. So both derived table and over clause we need in this particular question. So check how we are going to resolve this. Okay, so we need department wise total salary first. So first you need to do select department. First we will mention the table name so that intelligence will work. Select from employees, and then we need the department, and then we need the total salary, department wise total salary. So sum of salary as total salary, okay, group by group or result by department, group by department. Okay, now this is fine. So total salary we are getting, and this we are getting. Now what is the question? Select department wise total salary paid by the company and order your record based on total salary descending. So we don't need to use the over clause here. Okay, basically we are going to order our record based on the total salary. So from this here also we can achieve this. So just do group after group by, order by sum of salary descending. Okay, so we can achieve this from here. So see, total salary and the order of the salary is in descending order. IT has this. Okay, so this is clear. So this is a simple question only. Okay, so that scenario also we will discuss, where we need to use the over clause also, and we need to provide the derived table for these particular questions. Okay, so this is fine. This can be achieved from this particular solution also. So this is your final query for this question. Now move on to the next question for today. Okay, so now the questions are on cricket player table. So we need to go and check first the cricket player table, what kind of data it has in it. Okay, now so cricket player table we have already created. Select top 1000 rows. So here we have the player names, country, run, wickets and skill set. Okay, so now move on to the question and check the set of question for cricket player table. So first is the find the player with maximum run. Copy this. Find the player with maximum run. So just we need to do a select star from cricket player table and then maximum run we need. So select find the player with maximum. So top one, single record only we want. Select top one from cricket player table, and here we want the player name comma max runs as maximum run. Okay, and then we need to group our record by players, as we need player wise maximum run. So group by players. Okay, top one maximum run, and then we need to mention order also, order by max run descending. Okay, so this particular query will provide us the maximum run by a player in that particular table. Okay, so you can see Usman Khwaja has scored the maximum run, 1,95,000 runs. Okay, so these runs are throughout their career, not means we are supposing like throughout their career, not in a single match or throughout a series like that. Okay, so by this particular solution you will answer this question, find the player with maximum runs. Okay, this is clear. Now move on to the next question. So next what we have, next we have the 13th question, find the average run scored by Indian players. Okay, so average runs scored by Indian players. So how we will achieve this? Move on to SSMS and check the solution for this. So average runs scored by only Indian players we need. So here we have two countries, I guess. We have the India country and Australia country. So we need the average run of Indian players. Okay. So how we will achieve this? So just write down the query. Select from cricket player table, cricket players. So we need the country, comma the average run, average runs, average runs as avg run, average run, and then we need to group our record by country, group by country, and still the query is pending because we need only the Indian player average run. Okay, so here we can provide the having clause. So if the interviewer want to check your concept on having clause and where clause also, so if we provide the condition here, then we can apply the where clause before the group by, and if we want to provide the condition after group by, then we will provide the having clause. We can't use the where clause. Okay, so I will show you how we can do this. So in this particular example we will use the having clause for filtering our record. So having average run equals to so having country equals to India, country equals to India. Now execute our answer. So here we are getting the average run scored by Indian players only. Okay. So similarly, we can use the where clause also, but where clause we need to apply before the group by clause. Here it will not work. If we apply the where clause here, so these concepts we have already discussed in our channel videos. So you can go and check also for complete concept. You can check our videos, and for the interview preparation, you can check the interview questions. So if you apply here the where clause, then incorrect syntax near where clause, because where clause cannot be used after the group by. It need to be applied before the group by. Okay. So we need to cut this and paste it here before the group by, and then when we execute, so we get the same record. Okay, so this is clear. The difference between having and where clause is this also. So that also that question you can also answer from this particular exercise. Okay, now move on to the next question. Next question what we have, so get players who have taken more than 50 wickets. Okay, so player name we required who have taken more than 50 wicket. So this is a very simple question. This can be achieved by a simple query. Paste this. So just we need to apply a filter like where the wicket is greater than 50. So select star from cricket players where wickets is greater than 50. So those cricketers, those players who have taken more than 50 wicket, more than 50 wicket, not equal to, more than 50 wicket. So that is why greater than 50. Okay, now execute. So Jasprit Bumrah from India has taken around 200 wickets. Shane Warne from Australia taken 220 wickets, and Alice Perry taken 120 wickets. So these are the players who have taken more than 50 wickets. So this is a simple question, and this is the solution for this. Okay, now move on and check the next question. So next what we have? Next we have the find the total number of wickets taken by each country. Okay, so total number of wickets by each country we need to find out. So now move on to SSMS and check how we will achieve this. So here we need to use the group by clause with sum aggregate function. Okay, so what we need? So first of all we need the select from cricket players. So first we need total number of wickets taken by each country. So select country UNTRY country, select country, comma, sum of wickets, sum of wickets as total wickets, and then we need to group our record by country. Okay, copy the country and paste here. Now execute this. This will be our final query. Find total number of wickets taken by each country. Execute this. So Australia has taken 392 wickets total, and India has taken 212 wickets total. So this is your final query for this question. Now move on to the next question. So after this what we have? We have the create a store procedure. Okay, so basically the interviewer will ask you to create a store procedure also, so that they will know how your skill is on advanced SQL concepts like creating procedure, dropping procedure, altering procedure. So on procedure we have recently added new video on our channel, so you can go and check that store proc, complete store proc understanding from that particular video you will get. Okay, and this we will resolve here. So create a store procedure that provides the player name based on skill set. Now copy this question and then move on to SSMS. So what we need here, we need to create a store procedure that will take parameter name as skill set and provide us the player names. Okay, so how we will create a parameterized store procedure which has the parameter skill set? So now write the query for that. So create proc, or procedure you can also mention, as we have discussed. So create proc, and then proc will be sp skill wise player. Okay, and now we need to pass the parameter. So at the rate skill set skill set, and this will be our varchar. Let's take 50, varchar 50, and then close the parenthesis, then as begin and then end, and our select query will come here. So what we need in the select query, so select star from, select just the player name we want now. So select from cricket players, player name we want, players, select player from cricket player, where skill set is equals to at the rate skill set, that we are going to pass. Okay, at the rate skill set. Okay, so this is clear now. Okay, now execute this, create proc, execute. So our procedure has been created. Okay, now we will execute this procedure and provide the skill set as input, and we will get the player name as output. So how to execute this? So exec and then the store procedure name, and then here comes our parameter. So what are the skill sets, distinct skill sets we have? So we have like batting, bowling, and all-rounder. So we want the record of all batsmen. So execute sp, then in parameter pass the parameter like batting. Now execute this. So here we are getting all the players who are batsmen like Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Steve Smith, Sir Don Bradman, and Usman Khwaja. Okay, now if we want the bowler, then we need to mention like bowling. Let's check here. So bowling as our parameter when we pass, then all the bowlers record we are getting, and similarly for Jasprit Bumrah Sen won, and similarly for all rounders we will mention all rounder as the parameter. Okay, now pass this all rounder, execute. So all rounder, only single all rounder, which is Ellis Perry. Okay, so this is clear how we will create the store procedure for our solution. Now move on to the next question. So next what we have? So next we have the question like, find the players who have taken lowest wicket per country. Okay, so those players who have taken lowest wicket per country, that we need to find out. So this is also a very important question, and for this we are going to use a special subquery, which is correlated subquery. So correlated subquery also we have discussed in our videos, so you can go and check our video on subquery, complete concept on subquery. From there you will understand what is a correlated subquery. So basically correlated subquery will take the data from the means outer query, which is the main query. Now first check the question how we are going to resolve. So find the players who have taken lowest wicket per country. So lowest wicket per country, we need to find out the player name. So select country from, select from cricket players, and we need the country name, player name, and the wicket that they have taken. So country name, and then player name, and then wickets, from cricket player, and then here our subquery will come, where wickets equals to select. So they have taken minimum wicket per country. So select minimum wickets from our cricket player table. Now make a little bit enter sign here so that everything will be visible to us. Where wickets equals to select minimum wicket from cricket player, where, so this is a correlated subquery, mention it as A, alias the first cricket player table as A, and then second cricket player table as B, where A dot country equals to b dot country. So what it is doing? So it is checking the minimum wicket for each country which is provided. So basically correlated subquery will go and check for each result in the main query. So this is called the main query, and the subquery is called the inner query, or outer query also we can tell to the main query. So it will go and check each record from the outer query and then provide us the record. So basically we have two countries, so it will check for country A and country B, like India and Australia. It will check and then provide minimum wicket each country wise, and then it will be used by the outer query or the main query as the filter output. Okay, so now execute. This is the final query that we need to present near the interviewer. So here we have, for India, Virat Kohli has taken the lowest wicket, which is 4, and for Australia, Usman Khwaja has taken the lowest wicket, which is 12. And now check the record here. So do a select star so that our result is matching or not, that we will check. Select star from. So this is also very important question you need to mark. Okay, and you need to also enhance your skill in subqueries, because subqueries are very special tools that can make your life easy and your querying skills very smooth and easy. Okay, so here you can see Virat Kohli has taken the lowest wicket from India, which is 4, and Rohit Sharma 8, Jasprit Bumrah 200, and then here Usman Khwaja from Australia has taken the lowest wicket for Australia, which is 12. Okay, so this is clear to everyone, and our record is coming like same as needed. Okay, so now move on to the next question. Okay, so after this what we have, I think after this cricket player table questions are over. Now city table questions. So let's move on to SSMS and first check what are the records we have in the city table. Now execute, select top 1000 rows. So in city table we have city names and then states, okay, and then the population. Now check on the questions. What are the questions we have? So basically we have 3 questions, and each set we will make for 20 questions, so that we will not get bored from the questions and you will be able to understand each questions very perfectly. Okay, so 20 questions will come and the series will go, and we will load daily questions. Okay, so be with us, like us, subscribe us, and comment us also if you have any specific topic or specific questions that you want us to resolve and share from you. So for that also you will comment to us. Okay, now move on and check the 18th question. So what it is telling? So it is telling like, find the cities with a population greater than 15 million. So this is a very simple question. Just we need to find out those cities which have a population greater than 15 million, or 1.5 crores for Indians. Okay, now open a new query, paste the question, and now we will resolve this. So select star from city table where population is greater than 15 millions. Okay, so 15 millions like 1.5 crore. 1.5 crore. Okay, now execute this. So basically we have Maharashtra and Delhi as two states which have two cities, Mumbai and Delhi as two cities which have greater than 15 million population. Okay, we are checking for the cities. So here we can mention like this, instead of star we can mention city, a specific column name we will mention city comma the population. Okay, so provide the name, exact name of the column by from near the interviewer. Okay, if this question will come. So city and the population. So Mumbai and Delhi have greater than 15 million population. Okay, now move on to the next question. Next what we have, calculate total population per state. Okay, so basically total population per state we need. Now copy this question and paste here. First check our record, how many states we have and what we have. So select star from cities. So first of all we are checking how, what kind of record we have. So we have around 1 2 3 4 4 states we have. So each 4 state wise total population we need. So what will be our final query for this? Select state comma sum of population from cities table, and then group our result by states. So this is also a very simple question. Once you have resolved the above questions, then these group by concept will be clear to you. In every question you can apply this if needed. Okay, execute this. So calculate total population per state. So here we get the total population per state. Here we need to provide the alias as total population. Okay, now execute this. So here we have our record, and this is the final query that you need to provide. So state wise total population we are getting here, each state wise total population. Now move on to the last question of today's video. So 20th question. So find the state with the highest total population. So which state has the highest total population, that we need to find out. So this is also very simple question. So by using the above query we can answer this. Copy this. First of all, in the above query what we have checked? We have checked population per state wise. Okay, and here we need the state which has the highest total population. So what is this? So we need Maharashtra record here. So how we will achieve this? So we will provide the, in this particular query we can mention top 1, and then group, after the group by we can mention like order by sum of population in descending order. Okay, DESC. Now execute this. We will get our record available. Okay, so Maharashtra, which has the highest total population. So this will be your final query for this last question. And thank you very much for watching, and do like, share and subscribe to us. And if you need the document on data set for the city table, employee table and that cricket player table, then you can go to our Telegram channel. There we are going to provide the data sets, as it is not possible to provide in the link. And the link for the Telegram channel you can scan from here also, and in the description also you will find that link. And many more videos are going to come in the way. And this particular series we will go to load daily videos. Daily we will at least 1 or 2 question sets we will provide to you, so that you will means all the questions for SQL Server interviews will be covered at our channel. And this is a one-stop shop for SQL Server interview question. You don't need to go anywhere for checking that. And also all the logics and everything, that special concept, if you need to know, then you can comment us and let us know. If anything special you want to study in that SQL, then we will provide the tutorial on that also. And many more videos we have already uploaded. And once we achieve the milestone of 500 subscriber that I have mentioned you previously also, then we are going to launch a master series on SQL Server that will contain each and every portion of SQL Server concepts loaded. Okay, so we are waiting for that, so that more and more people will benefit from that particular series. So once we are going to achieve the 500 subscriber milestone, we are going to upload that master series video. And thank you for watching. Thank you everyone. Do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.